Hello and welcome. Is it putting my microphone on the desktop audio again? Did that fix it? I think that fixed it. Okay, good. So we are back in Wurm Online. And get rid of this dialogue reminder. There we go. So it's winter, as you can see, in Wurm, and it's also spooky season in real life. So I've got some pumpkins scattered around, one out there too. The light did go out in them though, because apparently they don't work like other street lamps, that they get infinite fuel or burn time on these. But that's fine, we can refuel them when we actually get to the real spooky days, I guess. But today we are going to, if we look at our almanac, oh, we're a bit low on cotton. Look at the almanac, you can see that pine is harvestable. It started earlier today, 2 worm days ago. And pine, it's not pine cones, it's pine nuts. Pine nuts are used for making pesto, and also like a nut for other things, where you can use any nut. But I've got 12 in there, and what have we got in here? 30, so 42. It's not that bad, not that low, but if I want to use it for pesto, it often uses a lot. And if I want to put pesto on pizza, it uses huge amounts. So we're going to, today we're going to go and get some pine nuts. I hope there are some on the island here. I think I saw some pine trees up here that were not on a deed. And maybe some on the back as well. But we'll have to see. We can also check what weather it is today. The gale is coming from the southwest. That's pretty good actually. Almost perfect. Because we will be going pretty much straight north to begin with, and then a bit northeast, which is the way that the wind is blowing. And it's a gale, so it's really strong, so we'll be flying away over there. If you missed it, if you missed last stream, you might have seen here that the house looks a bit different. Not too different actually, because these are still the same height. But I put a balcony up here. And if we go inside, I moved things around down here because I wanted to have the ovens here. I could have had them there as well, but it doesn't really matter. I don't want them here because then we will have chimneys on the second floor, which is not ideal. Better to have them go through the roof like this. It looks more natural. Especially on the outside it looks nice. I'm still not sure if I want to move the coffer over here and the larder, switch places of those. Or something like that. Or maybe move this one and put it over there. Coffer, I don't know. But here, straight up the stairs is my bed. With my little bedside table. I might have a wardrobe here later or something. It's easy to, when I need to log off, I just run up the stairs and run to bed. That's practical. And here is my bathroom, which is very empty at the moment. So one of the things I want to do today, we'll see if we have the time, but hopefully, is a large tub. Or is it huge even? It's a huge tub, yeah. And we need to make ribbons for that apparently, because I don't have that many ribbons. And here's my little bookshelf. So this would probably be a bit of a relaxation area. Maybe I'll have some nicer chairs or something over here. Sofa, I don't know. We'll see what that will be in the future. And then I moved the other stuff over here to the expanded storehouse. So here we have the floor loom and spinning wheel. And I also want to put in a Alchemist Cupboard. I think I'm gonna have it here. So we either have the Alchemist Cupboard here. Could be on the second floor over there actually. The other option would be to have it over here. But of course we could just put it in one place first and then move it somewhere. Because I have got the beeswax here, which I kind of need in here, but that's just for building it. I've got like cochineal and yeah, some things for, well, the Alchemist Cupboard is mostly for fluids, so that would be for dye making. That's my thinking. So I've got the cochineal here now, but that doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. I can always move it. But we could start putting it here, I guess. Even though this floor is mostly going to be for food. And maybe a sofa over here. Like sitting and eating with friends. So maybe actually we should put it in the storehouse. But first of all, we're going we might be going to the pine forest. Although Knapp wanted to join, so I want to wait for him. So let's see if we can prepare something. Oh, I'm just testing sound there. So the tub, we need 25 planks and 4 ribbons. And for the Alchemist's Cupboard, we need 6 planks, 10 pottery jars, 3 small nails, 5 beeswax and 2 shafts. Not too bad except for the pottery jars. So maybe we can start by doing the pottery jars. 10 little pottery jars. Don't have to be high quality, but it would be nice to improve them a little bit, I think. Just so that we yeah, got 10 clay here already. Although that's good clay. I need to use that good clay for that, I think. Can we clean this one? Oh, we can. Yeah, nice. Then we will do that, and then we will make kindling and light this. There's a big difference here with the kiln. No, not the kiln. The oven and the forge. F is light when you have the steel and flint active, but on the kiln it's open. Burn the log. And as you can see, I've yet to reach 30 in meditating. So that's also a goal. How good is this kiln, by the way? 18? Wow, I should definitely improve that. Right. I'll see if we will do that later. First, let's dig up some clay. And I don't think we need that much, because I think each one would use maybe 0.3, 0.4. think the waypoint 3 at least. I don't think I have any on me. So we can dig up 3 clay, and we'll start with that. Did I put the tools here? Yeah, I did. Okay. That's good. So take this clay, and it's pretty low quality, but that's fine. And my skill is so low anyway. I need to make 10 of these. I'm pretty sure these come out as 20% of your skill. That looks like it. Seems like a quiet and peaceful day in Wurm today. There's no one around. There actually isn't usually anyone around. Apart from my neighbors these days. Sometimes Josso from the settlement comes by. Just passing through. I can't make the large amphoras yet, but I don't really need to. If I need them, I can probably ask Knapp to make them. I don't know if he can make them yet actually, either. But he should probably be able to make them at some point. It's a nice sound, this little crackling fire to listen to, with the background of the frogs. We need one more. And this is 80%, so it could fail. It's not failed for 6 attempts. Well, it didn't fail at all. Right. So, well, we can actually use this clay to start off. Try to improve them a little bit. Don't really need to be very high quality, since I'm just gonna attach them to the Alchemist Cupboard. But it's good to have, I mean, at least 10, I would say, so that it doesn't take all day to do it. At the same time, I don't want to stand here and improve clay jars all day either. Otherwise I could have taken them higher, of course, because what is the skill? My skill on pottery now? 25.85. 849 actually. So not very high, but still something. Cannot move this jar? Oh, it's because these are containers. I have to press them one at a time. I wonder what this like blanket thing on the rucksack backpack is for. Since it's not like you can sleep anywhere just because you have a backpack. You need a special item for that. Called a bedroll, which is much bigger and much more expensive. I guess it's just decorative. But it would be nice if maybe you could attach the bedroll to the backpack. Or at least if you had a bedroll and you put it in your backpack, that it would show the bedroll here. And if you didn't have it, it wouldn't show. It'd be kind of a cool dynamic system. Alright, I can't move these clay jars because they are containers. Oh, here's Knapp. Oh, hello. It's also in chat. Welcome to the clay stream. At the moment I'm just making some clay jars for the Alchemists Cupboards that I'm making later. I'm trying to not make them the lowest possible quality so that I don't fail constantly. But I'm not going to improve them to max or anything. I'm mostly enjoying the sound of the crackling fire in the kiln. Get this view back. Oh, there we go. The fire sound is one of the best sounds in Wurm. Yeah. I think so too, especially when it's very quiet around, like in the evening. I just have a little bit of wind from the gale that's going on. And the frogs in the background. So they have succeeded on some of the sounds, at least. Even though all of them are not great. I think I'll just take these up to 10, it should be fine. Attaching them. Oh. At a moment of inspiration, you damage the clay jar. A little. Well, it wouldn't really... I mean, getting a rare clay jar doesn't really help very much. Even if it would make the Alchemist Cupboard rare, I don't think that would matter either. I don't think it does anything. But yeah, I mean, it's nothing lost really. Usually you lose the rare roll by not doing anything when the window opens. So getting a rare roll and not getting something for it is pretty much the same as that. But I think there was there an item here to make a rare item? There's nothing in this finding a path. Maybe not in any of that I've done already. Yeah, create a rare item, here it is. So it's pretty easy. They expect almost everyone to be able to create a rare item. But I mean, usually most people create something that's maybe half useful. I guess create a rare item just means any item at all, like a sand or a clay, so that's not very hard. I think most people get a rare clay or sand or dirt or rock shard. Rock shards are pretty good though. But the best thing is of course to get, you want to make something rare to use, like a tool or a building. Building? What do you call it? Building, like this is a building. It's kind of a machine at the same time. Not, oh, I don't know if you could call it a machine. Maybe the definition for a machine is something that is powered. This is just heat. If you say that it's powered, I don't know. But making a like a kiln or a forge or an oven rare, then at least you get the benefit of the fuel lasting longer and it being quicker to heat up. Yeah, I'd also say that machine is something with moving parts. Like cogwheels or yeah, something like that. So I don't really know what to call this, except for kiln, of course. Yeah, I mean, it's a kind of a furnace, but I mean, in general, things like this, something that you build that does something, but that isn't a machine. But it's more general than a furnace, I guess. But of course, this could be called a furnace as well as the forge. Okay, so let's where is my, I need to take the tools and I need to find where I put my, there it is. Also need to go and get some water. There, and we can improve. We'll have to do this, I guess. No, it doesn't save that because I emptied it, of course. Okay, so we only have a few left. We'll improve this. Improved, finished actually. The contraption, I guess you could say that maybe. Contraption, but I think I would say contraption is also something that is mechanical. But maybe not. Maybe it doesn't have to be. Maybe there isn't really a general word for something like that. But I wouldn't really call it a building either. Because a building is something you can be inside. You can be inside the kiln, I guess. Even though you probably don't want to. Wiki says it's an insulated chamber. A contraption, you mean? An insulated chamber. A construction is probably a better general word. Like, this is a construction more than a building. Like, a building is also a construction, but this is not a building. Okay, so all of them are done except this last one. It is a thing, that's for sure. But that's a bit too general. I think construction is pretty good. Apparently my hand is not at high quality. It's 50 quality though. Right, a little bit more water needed. There we go. So now I'll just drop this clay here. We don't need that. And we'll put the tools back into the chest. We'll pour out the water. And then I go and put these things inside. And then we can head out for the pine forests. Did you get your Knapp, did you get your body control up to 21 yet? I'll drop it here. I think we'll start building it. No wait, we're gonna build it in the storehouse. We'll put the ash here though. Not there yet, okay. 20 but 35, okay, that's not that close yet then. Oh wait, I didn't want to place, I just wanted to drop. There we go, I can sit over there. I need to do a meditation. Yeah, but they're fairly slow to level in the beginning, I say. But what do you get body control? Oh, for fighting I guess you get body control. And I guess you're not doing that so much. But I wonder what else you get body control for. Of course you get it for... Come on. Failing to relax is such a weird mechanic. Let's check this out. Body control. Smithing, carpentry and tailoring give decent body control. Also archery I've heard is amazing. And shield and some weapon skills. Chopping trees with a long sword. Works for some time. Okay, so smithing you should get some from. But I guess you've been more busy with the masonry lately. Failing to relax sounds very realistic, to be honest. Well, I guess so, but I don't know if I'm very stressed in the game. It's more like as a game mechanic, it doesn't seem to serve much of a purpose. You just wait and then try again, and then wait and then try again. So much to do, but smithing is not on top lately. Yeah. So what I usually do when I meditate, unless I'm doing something within the next 5 minutes that needs sleep bonus. Oh well, actually, if I do as well. I usually do it here within the last 20 seconds, something. 15. I turn it on. And then, if I get anything, which I did not get this time, I would have gotten double. And then I turn it off unless I'm doing something else that needs sleep bonus. Which I'm not right now. I have a lot of sleep bonus though. I probably need to keep it below 3 hours so that when we get the next rite of holy crop, that... Wait, did I not put them in? That's not how clay works. I didn't put the jars into this kiln. There. Let's just see if burn steadily will still burn for a long time. I'm sure that will be enough then. You have just 10 minutes left to 5 hours. Well, you definitely should be using a lot of it today then. Because when the Magnon rite comes along, then you all of a sudden have to use 5 hours at once within 24 hours. And then we get the 10-hour bonus. Oh yeah. Let's get on the cart. Then we can unhitch only this horse. So I want to bring my horse with me. Just in case I need to. But I think most of the trees are going to be by the coast, and since Knapp can't ride yet, we'll probably avoid using the horse. It's good to have her with us anyway, just in case. I'm gonna take off all the equipment. There, and then load her in the cage. Now, yeah, now. Just looking here for... I have 2 large crates and 2 small crates. I don't think we're gonna find enough to fill a single crate though. Not even the raft or anything. I don't think there are that many around. There we go. So yeah, I think this is enough. I've got a bit of water. I have already eaten, so I don't need to bring any food. So I'll just load this. There we go. I mean, I guess we could bring the cart even. But I don't think we're going to go that far. We're going to go up to this island to the north, because I saw some pine trees there before, I think. So we're going to see if those are outside of a deed. And if we can harvest some pine nuts there. We could also go looking up here or somewhere, but I don't know if there's going to be a lot of it. So we could bring the cart and the other horse. I don't know if that's necessary. I don't think so. So I still need to do some more building here outside on the deed. I need to make some stone fences here, or low stone walls around this lower part, at least on these sides, and up here as well, so it looks better. Maybe up here too. Maybe on this side. I'm not sure on this side. At least up here, facing the water, or facing the steep side mostly. I put a well over here as well, yeah. I found a well over by our neighbor's deed. Well, not deed, there's no deed anymore. It's been long abandoned. So I found this deteriorating well there, and I thought, well, I'll just take this well and put it there with well enough water in it, so that there is actually water in this tile. Otherwise I could have put it anywhere. There's water in this tile as well, but it's very steep, so I don't really want the well there. I think it fits better over here. I was thinking of maybe putting it right on the edge. I don't know if that's gonna look very good, but we'll see. Here's Knapp, and he's getting on. There we go. Let's raise the anchor and
hello, how are you?
go looking for hello. Let's see if we can. They should really make this easier to do. Oh. Oops, I backed up a bit there. Didn't mean to do that. I think we should be able to. Let's see if it's still a gale. It's still a gale, so we should be able to get some decent speed once we get the sail up. There we go. Then we head off. We're up to 26 already. We're gonna head more to the north. There we go, 37.5. That's as fast as I went the other way before. 0.6. See what the highest is. 37. It's over here. 37.74 is the highest speed. Pretty fast. Game can't even really keep up with the rendering at this speed. It's a bit choppy. So here on our island, there's not a lot of pine at all. Although maybe these are pine over here that they have planted on their deed. I'm guessing that's on their deed. If they planted them anyway, we shouldn't harvest those. And I think these are maple in front of us, so we have to go around the island. The snow is looking a bit strange in at this speed. It's just pushing past. We have to correct the course a bit, so we don't go straight into this mountain. As long as we're still going 37, I think that's fine. Oh, there. Still quite fast. I mean, we just recently left. I'm not even holding the steering wheel. Also, I think this wind direction, it says from the southwest, is probably an approximation. At first I thought that they might be, they might have the wind only in 8 directions. But I think it's just, like, it can be in pretty much any direction in between southwest and south and so on. It's just that it's approximated to say southwest or south, whichever is closest. There's a big building. Was that there before when we went past? Yeah, I don't remember it being this big at least. Boat lagged. Oh, wasn't this the place where we went ashore? I think it might be. And we went ashore and there was someone there, but they didn't respond, I think. It's a nice boat there. Wait, was that a pine wood boat? Yeah, the rowing boat was made of pine wood. I think I see a few pines up there, but that's not a lot of them. And this boat is a fir wood boat. Still, all of the trees are maple around here. Almost all of them, at least. Oh, they made a little bridge there over the mine entrance for boats. That looks really nice with those floating barrels. Yeah, that big house was not there when we were there last. Maybe they had started it, but it was not done. That's for sure. Okay, so here, all of this is maple on the right. But here in front of us, could these perhaps be... Could these possibly be pines? I can't really tell, but they don't look like maples. So, oh, whoops, I ran straight into the... I didn't even see that sandbank there. So there's obviously a deed over here that we're not going to... It's going to go too close, but we'll stay here. We need to get the mooring anchor. We need to moor the ship. Here we go. It's too bad you can't take a rowing boat on these ones. These definitely look like pines. I thought I remembered seeing pines on this island. Well, they have a lot of pine trees, so I think they will be fine with us harvesting a bit around here. I just want to see what the name of this deed is as well. Oh, they have a pinewood corbita. Oh, you saw that bridge before. Cave underneath was not dug out yet. Concord Dawn, this street is called. Okay. So these are definitely pine trees. So we did find pine forest, very nice. I think I saw that snowflake was so close that I could even see the shape of it. Yeah, we're gonna get a lot of pine nuts here. I can even get some sprouts so we can plant some more pine trees around us. I don't think that many people actually take the trouble to pick pine nuts, because they are mostly I mean, they're used for 3 primary things, I think. Like, one is just to use them as they are in cooking. For, like, as a nut. There might even be some dishes that require a pine nut. And then it's for pesto, which you usually don't eat as it is. But you put it in something else, like a sandwich or pizza or a pasta, perhaps. And then the third use, yeah, pasta. The third use is to make the pineapple, which is a bit of a weird thing. It was probably put in a long time ago when the game was, when there was no wiki, there was no recipes in game, nothing like that. They put in a lot of these strange, mysterious things. Because it was such a small game, I think it was not very commercial. I didn't really care if it was a very good thing to put in or not. They just put in little weird things like the pineapple recipe and the coconut recipe. But I think it would be great if you could have different, as Catspers talked about before, having different biomes on different islands, different servers. So maybe on one island you couldn't grow some things. Maybe you couldn't even grow pine trees, you didn't get any winter, you couldn't, I don't know, what else can't you grow? Apples maybe? Or you couldn't grow maybe some of the crops as well. But you could grow pineapples, coconuts and cocoa beans. That would motivate trade caravans, yeah, and ships, like trade between the servers. It's not very common now. I guess you don't have the trade channel between, so you have to go to the forums. Wait, oh, that was an apple tree. Whoops, my mistake. But yeah, I would kind of motivate, either would motivate some people to have a second deed on that island, or to like trade with people who, like someone would have a deed on that island and they could come over to the other islands, the temperate islands, and with a ship, and they could trade, like set up a merchant, perhaps. I think it would be a pretty cool feature. And we wouldn't have to, I mean, they have this thing where some things you can't grow, you have to, was another deed over there. You have to harvest, or what's it called, forage them. But yeah, or botanize. But it seems that it's not really a thing. There isn't really anyone who does a lot of botanizing and foraging and then trading those things like cocoa beans and sassafras and nutmeg. Instead, those could be grown on a different island. Maybe would be a thing. It could be trade alongs. You mean like impalongs? Yeah, like, or maybe I could call, they could set up a town, call it like trade meet or something, and then they could have a lot of harvesters, not harvesters, merchants, that the harvesters would stock up. No, I wouldn't work. Because they wouldn't trade with you, I guess. Oh, there are blueberry bushes here. If you want blueberry sprouts. Oh, then we know that there are blueberry bushes here too. There's lots of them. Many overaged though. But blueberry bushes are not that common, so it's interesting. Let's see here. I've already gotten 26 pine nuts. So it's a pretty good harvest. Should we get another sprout? I've got 7. Well, that's 5 pines. Maybe I should get another sprout. Oh, this is on a deed. Does that deed go all the way over here? Crinkly bottom. I don't think that was the... Oh, there's a house as well. So the crinkly bottom deed goes all the way here. Yeah, it does. Even though there's nothing here. They reserved all this land. They got a food storage bin outside. There is some light up there though. Okay, let's see, can we harvest this? No. I'm not allowed to prune either, of course. But yeah, we'll see. It could be a part of Discovery update, but I don't think that's gonna be a thing. Seems like a very big update. The new island type update. New biome. That would be a really big thing. You could make so much nice simple pasta soon, yeah. But you need more wheat, that's true. You should be getting some now from your... I mean, you've got one field, I think, of wheat. So this direction can't go, because that's a deed. I think we should probably go more in this direction. Oh, I failed. Pruning. No, not this harvest. Change that field to sugar beets. Oh, I see. I see. I thought you made a new field for sugar beets. But I guess that's you're planning to put fields on the back of your deed, maybe. Yeah, you can do that further on. Yeah, that's true. I think you should maybe be able to level that area slightly so that you can make fields there even without having to do surface mining. So many overaged trees here. At least I get some forestry skill ticks, maybe, if I'm lucky. You can see here. Yeah, a little bit. I think pruning is pretty good forestry skill tick. Well, that was a failure, so Oops. I guess this was the overage one. Yeah. Is there a way to see how deep the dirt is without digging? No. Unfortunately not. You just have to dig and see. I mean, I guess you can kind of guesstimate it by seeing the surrounding tiles, because it's usually not extremely steep in just one, between two tiles, and then flat between the other ones. It's usually pretty smooth between them. But there's no way to see, like, one way could be like you have a spit or something, like a big metal rod with a that's sharpened on the end, and you could knock that down into the ground to see how deep it would be. That could maybe be a way, but I guess they wouldn't really find that useful enough to implement something like that. There are some measurements you can do though in the game. You have the when you're making bridges, I think you can see how high the other side is in meters. And also when you have a spyglass after having been premium for a year, then when you use the spyglass you can see the distance to where you're looking. So it shows you how many meters away something is that you're looking at. My inventory is full already. Well, let's put some things away then. I can put this equipment maybe into the satchel. Not the saddle, but the other stuff. Right, that's a bit better. I guess I won't take any more sprouts. And you have the pendulum for water. Yeah, I guess, but that's it's more binary, I guess, because it's either a tile without water or a tile with water. You can't measure how much water there is because it's endless. You have a tile near water, but that tile is still, I mean the tile itself is still without water. So you can know how far away from water you are. Well, yeah, basically. Not very exact, but still. I guess you could say that's a measurement compared to, I mean you can also of course do the simple measurements with a shovel to see this is sloping this many dirt and in directions, and with a pickaxe in a mine. So you have those ways of measuring as well. But it's not in standardized measurements really, or dirts maybe is a standardized unit in Wurm. You measure with a shovel and a pick very often the yes slope. You're just gonna, okay, yeah. Just gonna say. You measure the slope a lot. I mean, if you're terraforming, yeah, then you measure the slope a lot. Or if you're building a home inside a cave, then definitely. Like now when I'm not really doing anything like that, I'm almost never checking the slope. But when I was building the road, building the farms, all of those things, then you need it a lot. Imagine not being able to check the slope. And just having to see, oh, is this about flat? Almost flat, should I put it here or there? That would be difficult. Someone dropped a birchwood branch here. I don't... Oh, there are some birches over there. Okay. This tree is difficult to prune. There is a birchwood shield over there. Oh. Weird. Someone made birchwood items and then decided they didn't want them anymore. Just threw them away. Maybe they're not the most... It's not the most pretty... Not the prettiest wood type. But it's a pretty useful tree otherwise. I think for fishing it's very good. Because you can get a float from it. But otherwise I'm not sure. Oh, it's true, it is good for fueling fires because it burns twice as long. Maybe someone died there? Oh, did you find more items in a pile? Because I guess I didn't know that the items dropped from the corpse though. But I guess that if someone died, the corpse would decay, and then when the corpse decayed, maybe it drops the items. And I guess that most of the items, wood items you start out with, might be birch. Do I have any starter tools left here? Steel and flint, yeah, but that's of course not a wood item. No, I haven't got anything with me, I think. No. Oh, I think there has been a Knapp here. So I will probably move up the hill from here.
Hello, how are you?
Oh, down there.
Hello, how are you?
Okay, let's see up here. If there are any harvestable ones. Overaged, shriveled, overaged, harvestable. Okay, then I can go this way. But I think I'm getting a good amount. Got all over 50 already at least. It's too bad that they don't group up in the backpack. Can't even see how many I have. It's weird how the backpack works. So different from your normal inventory. Oh, oops, that's not the button. Select and see how many you selected. Yeah, that's what I tried to do. But if I select here, it doesn't show me how many. Like if I select something here, it shows like 7 items selected. But here it doesn't show. Well, it's a bit weird that it's so different. Just because it's the backpack. I guess it's something to do with how it works behind the scenes. Technically, we don't know how they're really implemented. Oh, you found a grape bush. I don't think there are any grapes at this time though. So many blueberry bushes though. Should remember that for blueberry season. Maybe I should actually plant some more blueberries. So blueberry is something you can get pretty easily by foraging, I think. Like lingonberries and blueberries. Pretty common. At least where we are. You could get sprout, yeah, that's true. I thought you got a lot of blueberry sprouts. Not blueberry sprouts. Grape sprouts from that grape hill before though. Well, you can get some blueberries by foraging, easier to get herbs and stuff. Yeah, but I think it's for me it was very easy when I first started. When I did my most of my foraging, I was foraging a lot around on the island there, and it's mostly bushes, these raspberry bushes. And it seemed to me like when I was harvesting on the foraging on the raspberry bushes, that I got a lot more berries than herbs. And I got other things as well, like branches and sprouts, things like that. But I also got a lot of lingonberries and a good amount of blueberries. But when you harvest forage on grass, I think it's much easier to get herbs and seeds and such things. And on trees, it's much easier to get mushrooms. Yeah, there are a lot of pine trees here. There's no risk of them running out, really. Although very many of them are overaged. So, I mean, we're also, except for harvesting nuts for ourselves, we're also helping by making the trees younger by pruning them. Even though next year they will probably be all shriveled anyway. Because I don't think anyone else is doing it. Oh, the light changed very suddenly. I guess it's morning now. It could be pretty good to cut trees here though. Oh, there's another deed over there. Lots of hitching posts. I feel like I'm gonna get full on things very soon. So I'll see how much I can keep in my backpack and my satchel. And I will have to go back. I wonder what the description of a pine nut is. It says the edible seeds of pines, family Pinaceae, genus Pinus. This has a very low nutrition value. I mean, it says seeds and it says pine nuts. So it's unclear how many it is, but they weigh 200 grams. It's 200 grams of pine nuts. Is that like I'm getting 400 grams of pine nuts from one tree? Still doesn't seem like a lot. But on the other hand, I'm not sure. I haven't really harvested pine nuts in real life, so I don't know how much you usually get from a pine tree. Yeah, I guess it's a small bag of nuts. And you can see the pine cones here on the trees. There are not that many pine cones that I can see. So I guess it kind of makes sense. Oh, now my inventory is full. So let's see how many we can fit. Not all of them. How many in the satchel? All of them, okay. I'm not quite sure either how big pine nuts are, because I mean the pine cones I've seen, the seeds in those are very small. But maybe there are different, probably there are different varieties of pine that give bigger seeds. I think that is the direction to the sea. I'm not quite sure. I'm a bit slightly lost, but I'm sure I'll find the coast again. It's not a very big island after all. Yeah, this was pretty much the jackpot for pine. You don't really need to go anywhere else, I think. At least I feel like I'm gonna get enough from this place, and there's going to be lots and lots more left for anyone else who feels the urge to make pesto. I think you make 250 grams of pesto from one pine, not one pine nut, but one 200 gram bag of pine nuts. Of course you add some oil and you add some basil. But this is still a lot of pesto. Yeah, you feel good about this harvest too. You will now have enough wheat for simple pasta for... You will have enough wheat for simple pasta for all this pesto for some time.
There it is!
Not have... Okay, then I see. And Wormaholic, thank you for the follow. And welcome. We are on a pine binge, maybe you could say. We're just getting a lot of pine nuts. Oh, is that a... oh, there's a hitching post there. I guess that's a deed. What is this? It's a whole city of hitching posts here. I have to go take a look. Oh, all of this is flat too? No. But there's a huge line of... this looks really weird. A big line here. This is Kodiak Island. Oh, I think we saw them on the other side. It must be a huge deed. That's for sure. But I'm not sure what this is about. I mean, these hitching posts are very far apart. And they have a lot of horses here. And some cows over here. Guess they didn't feel like building any walls. And they wanted the animals to stay in one place. It can get a bit annoying sometimes when the animals move around a lot when you're grooming them, and then you I continue grooming, go through the pen, and then when you get to the other side, some of the animals are moved to the beginning again, so you missed them, so you have to go through again. But usually they're not that restless. I think when I've filled up my inventory, this time with pine nuts, I might be done. Well, we can see here. Maybe I can actually fill some more in this satchel. But I don't know if we need all that much more pine nuts. Oh, Bogart came online. So the trees up here seem to be younger. Maybe whoever lives up around here is actually cutting down trees. There's still some overaged ones though. So maybe it's just random. Yeah. So I think that the pizza I tried making before that had a lot of ingredients on it, and I tested adding pesto to it. I think that needed something like 13 kilos or 14 kilos of pesto, and if one nut or one bunch of nuts is 250 grams, you need 4 for 1 kilo. So you would need, like, for 12 kilos you would need 48. So maybe, let's say 50 nuts for one pizza. That's a lot of nuts. But we'll see. Maybe I will make one of those pizzas. It will be a huge pizza though. It would last a very long time. One idea could be, of course, to, if I get my hot food cooking up a bit more, it's not that high yet, then I could make like a really big pizza and then hope that it's good for other people, because you don't know which affinity you will give other people when you make a dish. So it's kind of a chance taking that, but of course you will yourself get a lot of pizza. But say you make a pizza that's 30 kilos. That would be a lot of slices. So I don't know how many pine nuts I've got now, but yeah, I can't really check. Since I can't check in my backpack. Can you check in a satchel? No. At least not if it's in the backpack. I need to take a break. Oops. And from pruning, that is. Apparently I did. Oh, I failed again. Wow. These are difficult pines to prune. You have 75 pine nuts now. That's good. I'm not sure how many I have, but I think like 120 or 130 maybe. I mean, because I get 2 from each tree. But even though, I mean, I get twice as many as you do from each tree, I don't think I can harvest twice as quickly. Because I think it still takes longer to harvest 2. Overaged. Let's not do all the overaged ones. Oh, you forget about the pruning. Yeah, it's very good to get some extra. So I'm also trying to get to affiliate right now, which is only 14 I think now. 13 followers left. 13 followers away. So I just put that in the title of the stream. So people know. Maybe they don't follow otherwise, I don't know. I guess people would follow anyway. Don't think it matters that much. I think you might have been down here, yeah. Although not over here. But yeah, I'm trying to get to affiliate because as a non-affiliate streamer, there are a lot of functionality that you don't get. For instance, you don't get, of course, you don't get any emotes. You don't get any channel points, I think they're called. You can't make polls, I noticed. And probably a lot more as well. Oh, there's another detail. Oh, of course, the stone walls here. That makes sense then. I think we got... Yeah, I think we got most of these. Oh, there's another one here. And here. Okay, I can take a few more on the way. I don't know how many more you want to gather, but I feel like I can be done pretty soon. Where is the boat, by the way? I guess it's on the other side there. Yes, go forth. I am definitely going forth towards the boat. Here's another one. There are a lot of them here that have been hosted, but not all of them. Maybe I'll prune a few on the way as well. But yeah, you kind of have enough. Okay. Then I will make my way towards the boat in due time. There's something off with the noise today. Not a lot though. Oh, with the noise? Noise? Do you mean the... At first I thought you meant the sound on the stream. But noise, I hope it's not noise. Did it... Or do you mean the in-game sound? Because it's pretty quiet in game. The mic, a lot of brumming when mic is on. Okay. Let me see. If I do that, it works better. I'll try this as well. There, maybe it's better. I don't know if the cable is bad. I think the mic is not the best either. I mean, it was pretty good. It's always been very good. Or oh, it's better. Okay, maybe it's the cable then. Thought this was a. Didn't think this had been damaged. Not totally gone, but better. Okay. Strange. I might have to listen back to this or something then. Later. Because the microphone has always been very good for recording sound for music, like singing. It's been very clear sound, but it could be that either the brumming is still there. Let me see if the filters have been turned off or something. Oh, there's still a noise suppression. I can turn off. I turned off the noise suppression. Maybe that helps a bit. But it could also be. I think one of the ports on the sound card has gone bad, so I switched to the second one. Which was a lot better. But maybe this second one has also packed it in now. It's a really good sound card though. So I'm not sure why. The brumming. It would be nice if I could hear these noises. Bit strange because I have it on monitor, so I hear myself. But to me, it sounds completely good. Let me try to just check full monitor. And let me see how that sounds. Let's see, is this full monitor? No, that's the other way, I think. Or is this full monitor? No. That's the same. this should be a mix. Well, I guess I can't really do a lot of... Oh, now I'm full again. Can't do a lot of sound testing live like this. I guess the only way to test sound is to record and listen back, try to change something, record, listen back, and so on. Okay, I see the boat now. I mean, I do also have, of course, the computer is making some noise, so maybe that's the brumming noise. If I try to turn off the mic here, we can see. If I turn the mic off completely, the brumming noise goes away. Could maybe tell something. Yeah, I think I'm done here with the pines. Maybe get a few more blueberry sprouts. And you're right there. Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, you also need to fiddle with your noise settings, your sound settings, I guess. Since your mic likes to change volume level by some... Yeah, that's right. It can be a hassle sometimes with the sound. I think because it's much easier to see, like, if the camera is wrong, if there's something wrong with the camera, you get that feedback directly. But you don't really get it with the sound. Because it's difficult. If you're talking at the same time, you can't really hear it completely as you would like to. Maybe a good solution would be to have like a delay. You say something and then there's a delay of a few seconds and you hear it back again. That could be useful. Okay. That was the that was all the pine we needed. Are you able to get on ship? Oh, there we go. Let's see what speed we can get in the opposite direction. We should be really against the wind, so we shouldn't get very fast speed. Thank you. It's not very difficult to raise the sails, so we're going at 6 kilometers in this direction. So when we get past this sandbar here, I'm gonna try to go in a more of a zigzag pattern. Let's see, weather. Still a gale from the southwest. I'm not quite sure which direction is southwest, but I'm pretty sure we are going pretty much in that direction, straight against the wind, which is not great. at some point, if we turn, here we go. Now we get up to 21. So if we go in this direction first, then we can go 90 degrees or something to the left, which should hopefully help. Hopefully that should be faster than going 6 kilometers an hour straight home. Because now we're not going at home at all, not in any reasonable direction. Just need to get out a bit further. I think we can start going south. So if we're now going west,
We need to go that way.
or northwest kind of, then we need to go, no wait, I guess we need to go 180 degrees, so we're going to go no, that doesn't work. Well, we need to go that way, which is, I don't know which way that is, but it's not this way anyway. So we have to find where the wind, here, okay. We can actually go this way, which is pretty good, because then we can turn a little more when we get a little further out. I think this is our island. This must be our island over here with a very gentle mountain. And the sharper mountains down there should be the mountains by here, or maybe, no, it must be the ones down here by the what's it called, Stony Island, and those places down there. I also need to keep a bit of a tab on if my cat comes inside, because he's probably going to be hungry, but he is still outside. So yeah, this is not as fast as the way here, but at least it's still faster than taking a rowboat. You went up a whole level in forestry, very nice. I went up, oh, almost the whole level actually, 0.70, almost 0.77. I guess I'm not getting anything much out of it. I mean, I get higher quality harvests. Higher level it is, of course. But I'm not getting any more harvests until, let's see, I get this is 52 or 53. Yeah, 53. You get 3 harvests from one tree, which is a long way away, pretty much. Oh, oh, you used sleep bonus, okay. That makes sense, since you have so much. I guess I could have used sleep bonus as well. But it's not really crucial for me to get it up too much. I mean, it would be good because I get better ingredients for pizza and such. I don't know. I always use sleep bonus for farming because that's really important. And animal husbandry I also use it for because it's pretty slow. I need to get it to 46 or something at least to be able to see all the traits. And of course use it for meditating because it's extremely slow. But since I got so much, I should probably use it for more things. Let's see, maybe we can turn a bit more now. I think this should be pretty fine. There. Speed doesn't increase that much because we are going the side of the wind, pretty much. Yeah, it's a very nice winter's day. Very calm and quiet out on the sea. There are not really big waves on the sea. The waters are usually very calm, even though it's a gale. What happens if you log out when on the boat? Where am I when I log in again? As a passenger, I'm not sure actually. You might be in the water where you logged off. Or you might be on the boat. You can test it if you like. I can always turn around. So here is, I think this must be the Avon place. It would be nice to see structures at a further distance, even if you couldn't like focus them or see what they are. Sounds cold to be thrown off in winter, yeah. That's something I would actually, I think I would enjoy it if they implemented it to have temperature. Like maybe not exact temperature is necessary, but at least seeing if you're cold or you're hot or you're comfortable. And then you can have another use for clothing, and you can have clothing to be a separate layer from the armor. So you could have like lighter clothing when it's very warm, or you could have thicker clothing when it's very cold. And if it's maybe like it's very cold, you could regain stamina slower, you could become hungry faster. And when it's very warm, maybe something similar. You could get thirsty quicker. And it's pretty reasonable if you were to go under deck and sleep a bit, yeah. It would make sense if you stayed on the ship. But I don't know if the game works that way mechanically. Okay, we'll take the sails to half, just so we don't go too fast into the harbor here. And then we'll take it down to rowing speed. Maybe that was a bit too early. I think we might be drifting a bit too. I should get the anchor out though, so I have it ready. Looks like we're drifting a lot. Or maybe it's just because, I mean, it treats this boat as an extended model of my character. I'm gliding around on the ship, I just noticed. We'll moor here. That's gonna be fine. That will be perfectly fine. There we go. And then I will also get my horsey out.
Well done.
Yeah, thank you. We've was a nice trip. Wait, this is the ship, not the cage. Here it's cage. There we go. Need to lead her
Goodbye.
if she runs away. Oh yeah. Then we have to find the buy.
Goodbye.
They should definitely make it easier to use the emotes. I guess it's easier already because you have this button everywhere. But it's difficult to go into the different menus like this and find the one. Maybe you should at least be able to make favorites. Okay, so let's put these things on again. See if we can find all the things. The bridle, the horseshoes. There we go. There. We are back. And I'm gonna put all the nuts back in. Or back in. And we're gonna put them in the storage bins. And then we're gonna start on some interior decorating. Let's see here. We have some lower quality here and then some higher quality in here. I will get these out, as many as I can. Actually a fair amount that's higher than 40 quality, so it's pretty good. And it's a good amount of pine nuts. I never had this many pine nuts before, that's for sure. 83 in total is what you got. I guess I can maybe see how many I got approximately, because I think I had like 45 before or something like that. Maybe at most. And then the sprouts. Oh right, you have more pine nuts in here as well. Oh, to open this up, otherwise it doesn't sort. But 83 is a good harvest, that's for sure. That's gonna last a while. There we go. I should put some cotton in this backpack as well, in case I go out some time to find in the wilderness, find something. Pine nuts. So I have now, if I have 45 before, and now I have pine nuts. I have now 214. So 170 maybe? Something like that. 160, 170. I'm not sure how many I had before. Exactly. But it was... I don't think it was more than 50. And the sprouts... I'm thinking I should plant some of the pines. Maybe all of the pines. So behind here I planted some chestnuts. Maybe the row behind these I can plant some pine wood. I already have one pine tree, but that doesn't last very long. Oh, there's an oleander bush here. We can get rid of that. You have 4 what? So you have 4, oh, 4 wheat. So not a lot of simple pasta anyway. Well, not yet, but you have the potential of getting a lot of simple pasta. I need some dirt here as well, because this is rock. Of course I could plant the pines here. Could just, yeah, that's probably easier. Just plant them here in like a formation. Cut down all of these bushes and we'll plant it with pine instead. But I thought didn't I trade you wheat before? Or maybe I didn't, because you were growing wheat and I thought, well, then you have wheat, so you'll get, it's better that you get the ones you're not growing. Oh well. You don't need to eat that much pasta, I guess. It's good to vary it a bit with some pizza in the meanwhile. Once in a while. Yeah. Okay, I plant all of the pines here. That's good. Maybe I should plant some blueberries around the other side. Or maybe I'll wait with that. Not urgent. So we'll just pop the blueberry sprouts in there. And then we'll start with making the alchemists something or other. Alchemists Cupboard. For this one we need 2 shafts, 6 planks, 3 small nails. Very cheap, actually. See, do I have any shafts? I do have 2. Do I have 2? Yeah, I do have 2 shafts. I need 6 planks. Do I have any planks? I do. So we take 6 of these planks. I have the pottery jars, hopefully. Should be done now. I have 3 small nails. Yeah. And then we need 5 beeswax as well. So I need to get the pottery jars. I go get the pottery jars over here. I also need to do a meditation because my timer is definitely up. Yeah, the pottery jars. And we'll go have a bit of a meditate over under these. I was gonna say cherry tree. It's not a cherry tree. It's a willow. Looking out over the calm waters and the gently rocking boat. Gently rocking in the gale. If it is still a gale. Can't really hear the sound of the wind very much. But it is still a gale. So now meditate with me. Think of nothing. Or what is it doing? Think of that your mere appearance may change the course of events. What? May your mere appearance change the course of events. Why? Well, I guess maybe in a way because of like prejudice and yeah. If people think you look scary, or if people think you look like nice or something, like a nice person, that could change. Maybe change. I could contribute to changing the course of events, perhaps. So it shouldn't be a big factor in an ideal world anyway, or ideal situation. Okay, we got a skill tick, which is very, very grateful. I'm grateful for that because now I'm up to 28 meditating. So it might just be, I can almost get half a skill point per day, I think, if I don't, if I meditate several times and I'm a bit lucky. I should probably get more if I'm very lucky. But yeah, that means that we need 4 more days, probably, until we can get the next level. So what did I need in here? Beeswax. 5 beeswax are the last ingredients to the alchemist's workbench. Now, alchemists is Alchemists Cupboard. It's just a cupboard, it's not a workbench. So what do we need to start with? Planks, shafts, nails. Probably not the beeswax then. Nail and plank. Alchemist Cupboard, yeah, 29%. Okay, it's not that great. Maybe I should have made the jars higher quality. What do you do with that magic? No. Well, I guess you could call it kind of magic. It's mostly for storing liquids. I think that's the only thing it does. But it can be useful. Oh, I already made one. It can be useful for doing natural substances, I think. Is the sound still brumming, by the way? Because there have been people coming in and leaving straight away. It's still brumming. Okay. Let me try. I'll turn off the microphone and then I'll try to do some changes with the sound, see if it does anything. Boop boop. Boop boop. Now it's coming through the desktop audio again. Boop boop. Okay, now it's coming through the mic audio. Wait, why is this? Shouldn't this be mono, by the way? This looks like it's stereo. No, it is mono. Okay. Good. Good, good, good. Is it any better at all, or is it still a brrr? It's better, but is it good? I might have to, I mean, obviously it's not great because the mic is not great, but if it's not booming or brumming, then that should be fine for now, I think, till I get a new microphone. I'm somehow wondering also if it could be some setting in OBS, because when we have work meetings, they say that my microphone sounds really professional, which I think if it was making noises it shouldn't be sounding professional, but it might just be that they see, oh, someone's got a like a pop filter and things, and then they just think that it's supposed to sound good. I got 48 kilohertz on the sound and stereo channels. I've got 192 audio bitrate on all tracks. Something better than the built-in webcam and mic, yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Okay, but if it's good now, then I guess that's good enough. Maybe let me see. I just moved the computer so it doesn't touch the table. Because maybe that could also have some kind of effect. Oh! Phone didn't tell me my cat came inside. Maybe he was indoors all this time. But that means I need to go and feed him. So I will be right back. Okay. The cat is happy. And I forgot to restart my meditation timer. But it looks like we actually attached a few planks already. I mean, it's not super low difficulty. Yay, happy cat, yeah. Oh, this is going pretty well actually. Well, I thought it was going to be pretty difficult with the 29% success chance. Maybe we're just being lucky at the beginning, we'll see. But yeah, in other news, I found a new VR game that I played a bit. Probably won't play super much more of it because it's not that big. But it was pretty fun. It's a mini golf VR game, and I usually like a lot of mini golf games. There are a lot of them, though not all of them are very good. But I remember from playing mini golf on the Amiga long time ago. I also played a lot of mini golf in real life as well. Every summer we used to play with all the cousins, playing mini golf several times. And if one of the adults was with us, then it was could often happen that if you won, then you got an ice cream. I think usually everyone got an ice cream actually, but yeah. Does it look nice? Maybe more small VR area safe than disc golf. Yeah, definitely more small VR area safe. Because I did walk around a little bit. I mean, you're not walking when you're in the game really. Just that you adjust yourself a little bit. But you can teleport. And but usually what you do is you press the trigger key and you get situated exactly where you need to be to hit the ball. Just that sometimes it put me like a few centimeters too far to one side, so I had to move a little bit. And then after like 18 holes, then could be that you gotta be close to the sofa. But you can always adjust meanwhile as well. So I didn't hit anything or anything like that, which I'm often close to doing in like Beat Saber or some other game. But yeah, it was quite fun. It also had a secondary feature that you, on each level or on each hole, I guess you call it, there was a hidden ball. There's like a special ball that you could collect. And oh, we need something else here. Take the shafts. So you could collect these, and if you collected them, then you could use that ball instead of the normal, like, maybe boring ball. Although I think they missed out on a lot of opportunities there, because they had a few fun ones, like one was the British flag and one was the German flag. And there was one with a heart on it and one with a pirate skull on it. And one with a globe on it. Those were like the fun ones. And then the other ones were like just two different colors on the ball. Pretty much. There were some rainbow ones as well. But yeah, it was very relaxing, very nicely. It looked pretty good actually. It didn't look, I mean, it didn't look like real. Not many VR games do, so. but it looked really enough that when you went out to the edge of a cliff, that I got a bit of vertigo at some points. And some of the holes were pretty nice, like the course, how they were built. And the easy mode, I think they have 4 different courses, and that were the easy mode or the normal mode, and then I have 4 that were the difficult, the hard mode. And hard mode I couldn't even get. I got like on 18 holes I got like 20 over par or something like that, while on the normal mode I got like did I get, yeah, something under par anyway. So it's not difficult. I like those games that are not like super difficult, that you get frustrated. But it's still a bit challenging, that you find them fun. Yeah, so it was a bit of a fun relaxation game. You still get, maybe not exercise, but get to move around a little bit. Otherwise I'm doing a lot of like Beat Saber and Elven Assassin is the other game, where you shoot a bow to kill orcs that are trying to attack your city. But I found that there's a new feature in Oculus Quest that's called challenges. So you can make a challenge, and it could be private, so only your friends can do it, or it can be public. So there are a lot of public challenges that you can try to do, but it doesn't seem to work with the latest Beat Saber update. It's either that or I don't understand how I'm supposed to start it. But the boring thing is that it seems to only be for Oculus Quest right now. You can only challenge other Oculus Quest users. Or Quest 2 users, I guess. If there are any. Am I gonna break this shaft? Yeah, I've gotten more into doing a little bit of VR every day. It's very easy to just put the headset on, go into a game, like do a few songs in Beat Saber and put the headset away again. It's very quick and easy. And if you do like hard or expert mode, at least, especially like a few songs in hard mode, or like one song pretty much in expert mode, and I get sweaty already. So it's pretty good exercise, I think. But I've been looking for a different exercise game as well, so I don't know which one. If I'm gonna get the climbing one or some boxing. There was this boxing rhythm game, I think I'm thinking about as well. So, bought a new 2-point hospital DC yet? No. I saw you bought it. I haven't bought it yet. I'm not sure I want to do that yet anyway. I haven't finished the base game. So I should probably do that first. I did watch a little stream of it though. I think they were doing a stream of that. It didn't look that different from the base game. But I only watched the beginning anyway. So apparently the story is that you have like a TV program or something with doctors, but you're still doing the same thing. Like you're still trying to save patients or cure patients, but it's for a program, TV program. If I understand it correctly. And of course there will be other things as well. Yeah, I guess it looks pretty similar, at least, yeah. The only difference I could see was that she had bins, trash bins, that that looked like sharks. But I don't know if that was the DLC. Now you have enough stone bricks, or you have enough stone bricks for an entire house. Nice. I guess you need, if you're making it 3 by 2, I guess you need 200 stone bricks. And you need 71 more mortar. Yeah, mortar can take a little while in the beginning, but I mean, the sand is very easy to get, and the clay is not that difficult either. I don't really find it much of a hassle if you just need like 200 something. Yeah, you need 200. But it's still sure it takes a little while still. Surely I shouldn't fail this much with this high quality beeswax. Oh well, that's the interesting thing with when I was building the cog. I could sometimes fail with the plank, so it got maybe up to 80 or 90% damaged, or with a peg or a tenon or whatever. But all of them, I think all of them actually attached in the end. Even though I had to try like 10 times or more. Okay, so then we will soon see a dwarven house. A stone house underground. But you're making it out of... Are you making the normal stone walls? I guess. The stone... Or the... What is it called? Plain stone walls, or the stone walls I have here. Oh, you logged out. Maybe it's that bug again. The normal, yeah, I guess this is the normal one. And then you have the plain one without this wood up at the top. So you can choose which one you want, but even if you build this one and you want to remove the wood, you can do that with pliers. So you can get the other one. So it's not difficult. I mean, you don't have to rebuild the walls if you change your mind. Oh, you will do the mortar another time because you have a video to edit. Oh, I see. Yeah, you do stream a bit more as well. You have streams on Friday and Saturday and Sunday, and then also recording on Thursdays, so that can be a bit to edit, even though maybe the stream ones are not that much editing. I guess they're just pretty much uploads. I usually I think I've just uploaded all of my videos as they are, with 0 editing so far. Oh, I could use some, maybe I shouldn't use, I don't like using the sleep bonus on building things. I want to use it on improving. Will we succeed on this last attempt? No. Then it's not the last attempt. Then I'm gonna have to try to attach 10 pottery jars of about 10 quality. Maybe it could have been worth making them 20 quality, but I guess we should attach them at some point. It looks very different. here than what it's going to look like when it's done. Yeah, I've also seen, talking about other games, I've also seen one of my favorite streamers has also picked up Foundation again. And before that I've seen screenshots from Knapp playing it and it looked a lot better. And now I've seen this few videos about it as well, and some of the buildings have a lot more options now. It looks very nice, even though it's still basically the same mechanic. Oh, we might definitely, there's a definite chance that we might destroy some of these pottery jars. Have to make some more. But yeah, I guess if you're editing, you might be leaving now, or you can do it at the same time. Foundation, yes, it's nice. Waiting for the UI update before streaming and having time, yeah. So there's a UI update, that's very nice because the UI is not great. I do agree with that. You're a bit lurky, need to listen to sound. Yeah, I thought so, because I usually can't have a stream on at the same time as I'm editing, but that's usually for the heavy editing of the Minecraft stuff that needs all my concentration pretty much. And of course it's difficult to listen to two sounds at the same time. So we managed to attach one pottery jar so far. Oh, two. We might not fail completely after all with any jars. A bit early to say, but we'll see. Oh, pickle is on. I think that our neighbors Picklicious and Typhron have been on a little bit less lately. That does make sense, of course. I've also been online a little bit less, because burnout is definitely a thing in Wurm, and I'm kind of feeling it a little bit. So I want to try to avoid it by differentiating my games that I play. I've been also thinking about maybe getting into Civ a bit more, especially trying out the new tech shuffle mode. Because that seems like, I think that they had that pretty much, a similar thing anyway, in Alpha Centauri, which is another Civ game, kind of, but pretty old right now. And they're not on Earth, but they are on Alpha Centauri. Or, well, on a planet there, I guess. Or is it it's a Star Centauri, or is it Star Alpha Centauri? I don't know. I don't think this is planet's name anyway. But there I think they have a tech shuffle mode where you don't know what tech you're researching, but you I think you can choose a focus for different areas, and then you could get tech, but it's not necessarily like the next tech, I think, in line. But now, at least in Civ, they've implemented a way, like normally you have a set tech tree, like you get the techs in a specific order, you have to research them in a specific order. There's no other way around it. But with the tech shuffle mode, I think it is you research a tech, you just pick a tech, like you have lines you can go along still, but you need to research a tech, but you don't know which tech it is. Or maybe you do know like the tech you're going to research next, but you don't know what techs it will unlock. I'm not sure which one it is, but it seems refreshing. And I haven't played Civ in quite a while, and it's one of my all-time favorite games. So I kind of want to come back to it a bit. It's very relaxing. And you always want to take one more turn. So that first pottery jar would be nice to attach sometime soon. But this is less than a third, or maybe about a third the way to getting destroyed. Because I would think that the more damaged it is, the more damage it will take, just like decay. Okay, we touched one of them anyway. Just 3 left, and we will have an Alchemist's Cupboard. I think how it works is that you have these 10 pottery jars will be available inside the not workbench cupboard, but I'm not sure how. Not sure how the interface looks. Maybe it's just a list of pottery jars that you can't remove. Something like that. Something similar to the lunchbox. Or maybe like the larder with the different shelves. Probably something like that. Then we of course need to improve it a little bit. There's another one attached. There's 2 more now. Having 2 things to attach or to do something with is a bit awkward when you have 3 actions. Because if you have 3, you can use all your 3 of your 3 or more, you can use all 3 of your actions. And if you have 1, you can also use all 3 of your actions. But if you have 2, you can only use 2 by continuing like this. But usually that's not really an issue, because if you do 2, then it usually, in the long run, it's faster doing 3. at a time. I mean, so now we just have one left. So now we can do 3 attempts at attaching it. And we did it at with the first one, and there we go. We have an Alchemist's Cupboard. Let's push it in a bit. A little bit more. That's fine. Okay, so let's have a look at it. We have vial of pottery. We have 10 vials of 11.72 quality. I don't know why. You can't take this out, I guess. No. Is the cupboard 11.70? Yeah, okay. So I guess these will be the same quality as the Alchemist Cupboard. I don't know what it would affect though. What have we got on here though? We got a book with an owl. So what that does, we got a mushroom. 2 mushrooms. Are those gems maybe? You get some gems for free? I think there might be a gem up there too. Or is that blood? No. Coagulated blood. Or maybe probably gem. There's a skull there too for some reason. I don't know what to use that for. And then some potions and some plants here. So usually I think this is mostly used for natural alchemy and natural substances. And we have alchemy here. Natural substance as a sub-skill. So what you mostly do with this is you can make lye as well, which is not really represented here, I guess. But otherwise you do farmer salves, healing covers. With the gems, I guess you make the I'm not sure. You make potions with gems, maybe. Like the blood. Aren't they like blood potions? Maybe you need gems for that. I'm not sure. But the mushrooms and the plants, I guess, is mostly for the healing covers that you can make. Although healing covers, you don't really need vials for that. I'm not sure. It seems to be mostly for the... Did that open? It seems to be mostly for the potions. If I open this... Oh! The drawer opens here. What's this inside here? What is that? Looks like some kind of big gem with some attachment here. Some things that, some kind of hooks. So you hang it in this, kind of like a little lamp or something. But maybe this is like a blood vial or something like that. That would make sense, I guess. Let me close it again. But that's cool. I like the objects that have animations like that. Of course the chests and such also have animations when they open. Yeah, it's got drawers. Or well, it's got several drawers, but you can only open one, I guess. Yeah. And you can close it several times like this. So. Like spam open close. Okay. Okay, that doesn't look great. So what can you do in it? Well, you can put things in these vials, pottery vials. Like what I'm thinking I could do with this. I think this is mostly either for the high-end people who could put like dragon blood and other unique blood in these and mix with other things to make potions. But for a low end, like a kind of newbie player like me, then I would probably use this for dyes, making dyes. So I could put like red, blue and green and black and white, and then I can mix with the different ones. Isn't every person's blood unique? DNA and all that? Yeah. Of course that's true, but I don't think you can get it in this game. I mean, you can't get player's blood, I think, in this game. Maybe not twins? I guess so. I guess twins' blood could be the same. If they are like one from one egg. Yeah. But what I meant by unique blood in Wurm is that there are some mobs that are called uniques. And those are, for instance, the Troll King or the Goblin King and the or Chief maybe, and the different dragons, and the Son of Nogump, I think is one called, and the Kyclops. I think those, there are probably several other ones as well that I don't know about, but I haven't seen any of them myself because they are really high level mobs and very rare. But they apparently drop blood that you can use for very powerful potions and maybe imbues and other things as well. Not quite sure, but yeah, they're apparently very valuable. So now of course we need to improve this a little bit because it's only 11 quality, which is nothing to write home about. So let's get our woodworking page. What used to be here? Oh, the pelt. I got a new pelt, that's right. There we go, and then we put the log on the end here. And now we'll turn on the sleep-ons. Oh, there was someone said hello here, apparently. I missed that. Or they waved at least. Some time ago now. Oh. A mallet. Yeah, I kind of like this idea about different things changing appearance with the quality. That right now they do change appearance with quality when they get really low. I mean, not really low quality, but when they get very damaged. They change appearance with damage. But it would also be nice if it changed appearance with quality. So maybe this wouldn't look this nice here, like this nicely carved and such at first. Not have as many decorations when it was just like 10 quality. But then when it got higher quality, like maybe there would be one graphic for below 20, and then there would be one for 20, 40, 60, 80 and 90 maybe. Or maybe 80 would be enough, I don't know. With slight differences. Like the 21 would look okay, just a bit simple. And then 41 would have a bit of decorations. 61 would have some nicer decorations, and the 81 would be really fancy. Of course, this requires, I don't think it would require that much coding, but it would require a lot of art. And I haven't actually heard, I guess you can still say that a developer is can also be the artist can also be a developer. So just because they say a developer, that they need developers, doesn't mean that they are not looking for artists as well, I guess. But we'll see. I did send in my CV and such, my interest of to see if there are any opportunities of maybe working on Wurm Online, but I haven't heard anything back yet. So we'll see. They probably have a lot of other stuff to do. It's not like they have a recruitment department or anything like that. I should repair my tools while I remember to do that. We can also close this. Okay, so what did it need now? Log. Now up to 25 quality already. It's going pretty fast. I did get a bit of fine carpentry. I need to get this to 40 to be able to make, well, probably above 40 to be able to make the wagon. Not me again. I'm not sure that this changes appearance with the wood type either. If you compare this with this walnut, no, it's not. With this over here, that's walnut. I guess it's the similar wood type. I guess it's also walnut, but it's not. Oh, it's maple wood. This doesn't change though. I'm pretty sure. Because that doesn't look much like this. These boxes are walnut. So I guess it could be. I'll probably only take it over the quality of this log. I don't really want to use my super high quality logs on the Alchemists Cupboard, not at the moment. I have other things I could improve for skill. So that's not really a problem. Then I can take my green dye, I think it is, that I've already made, that we got my amphoras at the moment, which doesn't really fit there in the kitchen. I forgot to reset my meditation timer again. Well, might not be enough time to meditate again this stream, though. But this is a pretty good example of how high quality tools take damage much slower. Like this one has, this is 50.24 quality and it has 0.00 something damage. Can't even see how much it has. But it is, I think it is yellow anyway. And I have used it, so it has taken some damage. while the file, which I think I've used about the same, actually probably less, taken 0.01 damage. 2 now. So this deteriorates, takes damage much faster than this, because it is lower quality. However, this mallet is also easier to use, so I have a higher success chance, but I gain less experience because, well, less experience if it is an action that is too... If this makes it too easy for me, then I guess I gain less experience than if I had a low quality mallet. So if the action is easy to do, it's better to use low quality tools. If the action is hard to do, it's better to use high quality tools. But you of course need to balance it so you don't use too low quality so that you never succeed. And inversely, that you don't use too high quality tools in the beginning at least, so that you always succeed. Unless that's what you want, of course. Nice to always succeed, but you don't get any skill that way. Or not. Well, in extreme cases at least, you don't get any skill. But usually I guess you get much reduced skill gain. So where are we now? 30 quality? And we've got almost half the skill, but we're almost at 38 fine carpentry now. Don't think there's anything new. 38. That's one thing that is a bit that could maybe be a fun new thing to do. To have new things at every level if possible, or at least more spaced out than was currently the case, because currently it seems like you get to the even levels, like level 20 or 30 at least, 30, 40, 50, 60. That's when you unlock new things to do. But in between you have to do the same thing over and over again. But there are some exceptions. Now we go back to the mallet. Oh, and it is now, I think, this week. I think it's been 3 months. I'm not sure, but it is around this time. Maybe this week or the next week? I don't know. That has been 3 months since the Steam launch. Okay, so now we can see that we got 0.01 damage on this one actually. So it does still take damage, of course, but much slower than the lower quality tools. Of course, I could try and improve this file a bit, but that's blacksmithing, and it's not really my focus. Of course, I could make it like bits better, like 30 or something. Maybe 40, but not higher than that. Not 50 is what I mean. Oh, I need a file. Oh, and a stick. So my blacksmithing is what, 38. Okay, I can probably get it to 40 if I'm a bit lucky at least. But I don't. I think my iron is also 38. About there at the moment. But the difference is that my carpentry is a bit much higher, like 65. Although, yeah, the tools are usually, I think, normal carpentry, not fine carpentry. So that's why it's much easier for me to make wooden tools above 50 quality. Oh, now I think we might be, now we can do a little bit more. Yep. It's time for you to leave the computer for today, and tomorrow, tomorrow Team 2 Point Hospital, not Theme Hospital. 2 Point Hospital Culture Shock comes out. That's right. The streamer I was watching, actually she had a pre-release version or something. So she said it was coming out on Tuesday. So that is tomorrow, yeah. So I guess you know what you're going to do tomorrow. I hope it's a good DLC. Did you watch Catherine of Sky? No. I'm pretty sure she was not called that. I don't know if I can see who I've been watching recently though. So I don't know. Well, there's a new category here, recommended smaller communities. That's interesting. But yeah, it was someone else, I don't remember. I don't think she streams it regularly. Just that she likes the game and she streamed it then because she got the preview of it. But yeah. Oh, you're thinking of streaming it. Oh, nice. Then I think that could be pretty popular, yeah. I hope you will have a nice stream then tomorrow and a nice game of the 2 Point Hospital for tomorrow, yeah. Yeah, and thank you for joining me on the pine adventure, and I hope you will have good use of those pine nuts. Yeah. Good night. Have a good rest of your night. And I will actually also soon be done. We'll just finish improving this cupboard though. Because it seems like we can get it a little bit higher than the 35 log, which is nice. Oh, it says a wooden cupboard used to store small amounts of precious liquids. Not that there are that many precious liquids in there. I guess you can only store 2 liters of each in these then, maybe. I guess it is mostly for potions. I'm not sure why you can make this very early though. I don't know if it even has a requirement for fine carpentry. But I'm not even at 40 and I can already make it. But I can't make any potions, that's for sure. Well, I can at least try to mix few dyes to like dye some smaller items. Well, we'll see. It's a nice looking piece of furniture at least. we go. Now it can be improved with a log, but not this log. So we repair the tools to put those back. Yeah. Got a nice cupboard here. It looks a bit empty on the floor. Maybe it usually does that in a storehouse kind of place. I was also thinking about maybe having a table in here with some things on it. I'm not sure I have the room for it. Possibly upstairs. Or I could have had the Alchemist's Cupboard up here. Yes. I don't know. Or we could move like the fishing rods and those things up here. Unfortunately I can't move the floor loom up unless I make a ladder. Yeah, ladder, yeah. Then I could probably do that. Because maybe I should do that. That would leave space here. Although then I would have to move these up as well. Right, I was going to get some cotton for my backpack. Not wool, cotton. There we go. Just in case I go on an adventure and I need cotton suddenly. So it's good to have a few with you. So we'll have a bit of a prayer to Almighty Foe. And I think that will be it for tonight. It's been a successful stream in that I got a lot of pine nuts, a good amount at least. Should last for some time. I'm not making loads and loads of pesto. And we've also made an alchemist cupboard. I was also thinking about making a bathtub, but well, that will have to be another day because I think that will take too long. We also need to make some ribbons for that. So yeah, that will be the end of the stream, and thank you to everyone who's been watching even the smallest time, and I hope to see you another time. Take care and bye bye.